Okay. Hello everybody! I am back after dinner. Hello, hello, hello. No slime time, Black Max and Daichi. Hello again. How are y'all doing? Did you guys get food? Cause I did. I got myself a chocolate waffle with peanut butter and chocolate in it. Now I ate lemon chicken. Mobile Legends bang bang tuckered out. Yeah. Thank you for the alert. Mobile Legends bang bang. Oh my god. It's Arknights time. The Epi challenge is failing. What's Epi? What's Epi challenge? Are you talking about sleeping? Wait. Oh, she has a module. Oh, okay. Lamau. Yes, sleep. Okay. Vienna is Elite 2. Oh, I can definitely do this. Viviana, the Candle Knight.
モニターを通して自分の戦いを見ると一瞬カジミエ種にいるような錯覚を覚えますね。ドクターも私に称号を授けるつもりなのですか？いえ、そうであっても差し支えはありませんね。ここは競技場ではないと。
You surprised nothing went wrong with you driving for 3 hours plus with 1 hour of sleep? Yeah, thankfully nothing wrong happened. Thankfully, like Jesus Christ, my dude. Gacha? There's no gacha today. With Arknights. Yeah, there's no gacha for the Arknights. Today we're just going into the story. Let's see. What was it again? I think it was intelligence, and then spec ops, and then Vigilo. And then the last story. I didn't end up reading the last story last time. Okay. Alright. Don't know what this story is going to be about, so... I don't recognize this place. It looks like a data server place. We got friendly music, so I guess nothing serious is happening. Let's see. Don't know who this is. Next, verify language logic function integrity. PRTS, tell me a story. Alright. Ah, it's you. This entire time, you have been lingering there. Since your last visit, it has been 155555555555555. This sounds familiar. 555 days. Welcome to the Primitive Roads Island Terminal service. Confirming permission 42. Miyabi Rewind might happen in 2.1 update. Yeah. Yeah, I have a little bit of roles done. Basically, like, you know, it's probably like another 40-ish roles before the guarantee. For S rank. But whether or not it's gonna be lose 50-50, no idea. We'll see. But yeah, looking forward to that. Welcome, Leader 1. I'm pretty sure I heard this before. Seriously, I want a story, not something like this. Please understand that this is outside of my area of expertise. Okay, let's have everyone understand each other so we'll all live a better tomorrow, right? Yeah, I get it. Oh, it's you! Looks like the language logic is doing okay. Now, let's look at the other parts. Is it really necessary to keep inspecting these areas for which PRTS has never reported any issues? Of course! It's been a very long time since we did any data archiving on you. This is just like the regular physicals we do on humans. Have to make sure you're healthy and all. Programs have no concept of life. I kinda think you do, though. Should I perhaps take that as a compliment? Of course! May I ask a question then? What exactly does a human think of the visual representation of my archives? It's kinda hard to describe. When I first took over the systems here, everything was a huge mess. Thinking back, that was a real disaster. Back then, most of your information was encrypted and ordered in such a scrambled way. Well, you're still that way right now, of course. If I were to describe you as a human with the state you're in, I guess I'd say you had a combustion engine in your body. But all your components like the ignition and whatnot and your piston are flipped upside down. To the point that I'm not even sure if you are a system that exists within the bounds of common sense. Don't be like that. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying how unique you are. Wait, what did I say? What do you mean I think it's blue? Though I still can't make heads or tails of all these branching structures in your database, let alone the rules for how things are even read in that thing. At the very least, Calcid and I managed to fix and reorganize a decent chunk of it. How's that? No one knows you better than me now right now. I feel terribly sorry that I can't help with that, Leader 1. Why so polite all of a sudden? If anyone could just self-diagnose themselves no matter what kind of weird diseases they had, then all the doctors in the world would be out of a job. What's this stuff in here? Let's see. Have you forgotten? This is the sarcophagus rescue operation simulator test runs! There were so many complicated routes, and we have so much data on these simulations. I may not have gone there myself, but I can recognize more or less all the pathways they could have taken. Process 042-91601. Validation fail. Process 02-201159. Expenditure exceeded. Validation fail. Process 082-10957. Validation succeeded. Process 0908-1800. Validation failed. Terminated at. My impression is that we did run this quite a few times, but process 112-90957. Validation succeeded. Process 120-10955. Process tally 167. Execution notes 3711. Did it seriously run that many times though? While that may be the case, the Doctor was successfully evacuated from Shonapog in only 2 of the simulations. These are all the simulations I was able to complete with the short amount of time I had. Had there been more time, I would have conducted even more test runs to find an even more optimal and stable rescue plan. Oh, this is the AI computer system that we use to command the agents with simulation technology, the PRTS, and this is the same tech they use to try to calculate how to get us the Doctor out of Shonapog the first time in the beginning of the game. If I remember correctly, the actual rescue mission was planned around these 2 simulation results. If it wasn't for these 2 successful runs, we could never even have figured out how to get the Doctor out. But actually, in actuality, we made 3 times as many sacrifices as we had anticipated. If this had occurred during the simulations, according to our procedures, this operation would likely have been called off. That's all in the past. No use talking about it. It's not like I can put a time machine together. Hey, that sounds like a fun idea though. Let me jot it down. Anyways, if we called this operation off, that also mean... I don't really want to say this, and it probably sounds like I'm exaggerating, and it's too sentimental, but the idea pops into my head every once in a while. If we called it off, it would have cost us our future. Leader 1. What's up? Is it really reasonable to bet it all on one single person? I can understand what had driven you to make this decision. However, considering the odds, I do not support an operation like this. That is considering both your safety as well as that of others. PRTS, I'm sure you know this yourself. The Doctor stands for a lot of things. It's understandable. I used to wonder how Babel, or Rose Island without the Doctor would have been. What do you think would have happened to us? Ami and Calcid probably would have stayed out of Ursus, and we would never have crossed paths with Reunion. Don't you think we would have been in a better shape? We might also have been driven into a corner and taken even worse losses. Everyone would get the pink slip, and then we'd all just split and go home. Wherever home's supposed to be. I am sensing some kind of dry humor in your sentiment. It's a joke, alright? If I actually thought that way, Kelsey would have thrown me off the bridge a long time ago. Let's face it though, compared to now, we had a much harder time during those years without the Doctor. Don't you agree? You know how miserable I was when Kelsey was our only boss? She'd always work my ass off all day, like I was supposed to be a machine that ran 24/7 too. She never thought to give me a single break. Seriously, I thought I was probably gonna go bald working that much. Real-time logging activated. The previous statement has been committed to the database. Hey, why'd you... Don't record anything! We can't let Kelsey hear any of that! I'm not saying there's anything bad. We're all here because we wanted to follow Theresa's dreams, her ideals. This goes for everyone that was at Babel too. It's just... ever since Theresa left us, all of us spent so much time just to get used to things. Some of us are probably still confused, even now. It isn't often that you elaborate on how you think. You think I'm just the kind of gal who stands by to watch things happen? Are you not? Your observation and computations are a lot more objective and accurate than humans. Maybe you're right. Here, let me tell you a story. Do you know what it was like when they came to Castell to look for me? I'm not sure if I ever told you about my family. A family of vampires. You can smell the rotten stench in the words alone, right? You come from a branch of the Sarkast lineage, and a very ancient one at that, huh? Wow, the shopkeeper has a lot more lore than I thought. Okay, alright. Okay. Ancient and old-fashioned too. For the longest time, I didn't know if I had the talent for the vampire arts. Of course, it wouldn't matter if I did. I was never into that, that kind of stuff, and not even in one bit. You could say I'm a little... Okay, not just a little... I'm very unorthodox. I only want to do what I want to do, and that's why I never step out of my little garret. Garret? Never step out of my little garret. My family almost kicked me out a couple of times, but for some reason they never went there. You sound like you are reminiscing about your family. I guess I am. Back then, I was just a kid who didn't care about anything or anyone else. These days, I'm starting to miss home a little. I had a few friends who did all kinds of stupid stuff. Crazy stuff. I hid my signature in the nooks and crannies of all kinds of data and information. I played around in the databases of organizations people thought were impenetrable. Basically just announced myself to everyone out there. It probably sounds silly now, but at the time they called me the Destroyer of the Castell Information World. Of course, not a lot of people knew who I was. That moniker doesn't have a very positive image. Would you like me to search through Castell law and help you find any relevant entries? Thanks, but I'm good. Anyway, while I was living my life like that, one day, there was no sign that anything special was going to happen that day, by the way. But something special happened. Just like that. Someone opened the door to my garret. I had it locked down tight. Still have no clue how she got it open so easy, Izukel said. Oh, Teresa! Okay. That was Teresa. Same as she looked on the news too. No sarcasm would ever mistake her for anyone else. It's possible there are others who share the same general appearance, if someone who looked like Teresa had appeared. Nope, not possible. Even if there were someone like that, we'd never get it wrong. And then there's Civilite Eterna near the end of the current story. Apparently that person looks like Teresa, but it's not Teresa. I'm still not sure. Okay, let's keep going. Demona herself showed up and walked into my little room. Then she told me she was looking for someone to break the shackles of tradition. And for that she needed an engineer, the key to her plans. She didn't even try to explain anything to me at first. Nope, not a word to try to convince me to go with her. If it had been anybody but Teresa, I'd have thought they were nuts and would have thrown them right out the window. So you turned her down? Nope, I accepted her offer. I said yes, because of the curiosity that'd been driving me the whole time. Then I went to the meeting place she told me about. That's where I first met Dr. Wispy, who happened to be picking me up. I still remember when you first arrived. Unlike right now, it wasn't just you who were there. Doctor was there too. Sounds like Doctor was like a guardian, keeping watch when the two of us met for the first time. You know, you get pretty quiet sometimes. Makes me wonder why. I'm not sure why I prefer to keep quiet a lot of times. Whatever, your system and programming is a mystery, but don't you worry, I'll do my best to figure it out. Let's keep going. Not long after I took charge of Rhodes Island's engineering, the Doctor and Teresa came and showed me a weapon. Never seen anything like it. The Doctor asked me if there was any way to read the firmware and restore its original functions. It was tough, but I managed to do it, of course. It wasn't until later that I found out that with the data I provided, the Doctor reverse engineered the device's mechanism, and even managed to use it to turn the time when we were stuck in a really tight spot. Ace and again thought there was no way we were going to win, but we actually managed to pull it out. That is rather adventurous. Using unauthorized equipment rashly can lead to information mismatch, or worse, lead to the user being exposed to the device's internal detection mechanisms. Right? It fell out to me before I even finished looking through the thing, but the Doctor told me I didn't need to worry about any of that. It's like the doctor knew about everything in advance. Even the probability that I'd have to think crack. Who knows how the doctor managed to do that? Also, speaking of which, this is just my own feeling, but when I met the doctor here again, it kind of felt like meeting a totally different person. It's possible that there are those who look exactly the same. Come on, we're not looking into that possibility. Okay, if you insist. I can tell. The doctor who came back to Rhodes Island is the same old doctor, though. Oh, so kind of like a completely different person on the inside, too. How can I say this? Just like that last operation, the doctor's calculations were so accurate that our jaws all dropped. We won a fight we weren't going to win. I almost gave our friend a nickname, Super Demonic Processor. But then, the very next time, the doctor surprised us with a whole other strategy. It's like that was a whole other person all of a sudden, who could figure out the other side's thinking perfectly, without using any formulas or whatsoever. Are you saying the doctor has a broad range of different operational strategies? Judging from the records, that does appear to be the case. As a matter of fact, the records show that the doctor's deployment style has not been very consistent recently. Whatever kinds of records doctor leaves behind and or doesn't, I'm not gonna call it strange. Is something affecting the doctor's thinking and actions? That's a real difficult question. If you ask me, I think only the doctor can influence the doctor. The doctor keeps quiet sometimes, but is also very talkative at other times. Have you noticed that? I kinda think that maybe the doctor is normally so quiet because it's like laying the groundwork for some kind of pivotal moment to come. The doctor makes decisions that looks wild and crazy to us, beyond our expectations, and those decisions led the Rhodes Island down an entirely different path. Deviating from the plan also comes with risk. I can only hope that we are not heading down a treacherous path. PRTS, remember what I said was the first thing that Teresa told me when we first met? She said she was looking for someone who could break the shackles of tradition. I think that's the standard she's used to pick people. So that's what most of us here have in common. Of course, the doctor too. Everyone follows the doctor. They go right along without hesitation. Without hesitation. I quite like this term. It has been stored in my database for a very long time. In fact, it was one of the first terms to be added to my term base. Looks like that mystery creator of yours liked it too. Perhaps. I cannot give you an accurate response as I do not know the answer. Whatever the case may be, that's how things are. The doctor treats everyone well, though I guess the old one treated everyone pretty well too. It's not easy to figure out just what this nice person is going to do, and when, or where the effects will actually play out. If the bad guys can make sense of it, do we have a hope of triggering out the doctor just because we're on the same side? To tell the truth, I kinda have doubts. You doubt Dr. Wispy? No, not at all. Compared to Cal Sid, I get along with Doctor way better. The point is, this doctor is nothing like the old one. If we look at the new one the same way we did the old one, then I say we're underestimating our new doctor. It isn't often that you judge a person so seriously. Yeah, that's probably because I really admire the doctor. From the bottom of my heart. It was hard on everyone when Teresa left us. We lost way too many people in those 2 years. You know that better than anyone else. We were driven to a corner, basically. No matter which way we decided to go, we were walking a rope that could snap at any time. In the end, it was Amiya who decided we had to do something to get us out of that mess. And her conclusion, bring back the doctor. That's right. Amiya believed the doctor would bring lots of change, something that Rhodes Island desperately needed at the time. It was a gamble, really. We had to do something. We had to change. It was better than watching the few friends we had left bleed all over the place for no good reason. Amiya was the only one to give orders back then, and she helped a lot of folks make up their minds on the topic when they'd been wishy-washy. Hey, Easy! Hello, nice to see you. How are you doing? I'm just reading Arknights lore. Time proved me right. We needed a doctor. The doctor brought change to Rhodes Island. From a probability standpoint, I would not agree with such a gamble. You know, PRTS, I've always thought of you as a pretty strange entity. The way you think is basically on the level of humans, but you're still lacking something. Something human. What would that be? Persistence. That's the kind of thing that drives people to achieve great things, and sometimes turn them into monsters. Eh? Wait, what am I doing? I thought I was gonna tell you a story. Damn it, I was gonna talk about my heroic adventures as the destroyer of the Castell information world, but somehow I got so off topic. I think our conversation today has been meaningful. Although it indeed is not the destroyer of the Castell information world's heroic adventures. You aren't trying to make fun of me now because I had you admit you were terrible at telling stories, right? Damn it, don't you keep this conversation in the logs. I don't want Kelsey to find out what a long conversation I had with you the next time she goes looking up stuff up. Hold on. You won't play this for her, right? I won't. Well, that's good to hear. Leader 1. Do you remember when you set a cabin to play Closure's Midnight Video Market every night at 12 AM? Your evaluation of the doctor has been so sincere that even I, an inorganic being, was moved. We should have it on loop in the doctor's office for at least a month. Stop! Stop! Don't do it! Seriously, don't you dare! I'd start coughing up blood from embarrassment even before Kelsey got to me. Now that'd make me a real disgrace to the vampires. Alright, what a shame. What a shame? Sheesh, your personality's really taken a turn for the worse. I'm gonna set a program that restricts your playback permissions one of these days. Restricting permissions... Right, this will do. Yep, your checkup is just about done. Well, I'll get going. Whoa, Doctor! What are you doing here? How long have you been there? I just got here... maybe. It feels kinda suspicious. Are you here to check the battle records from the other day? Don't just stand there, come on in! I just finished PRTS checkup. I'd love to have a chat with you, but I got facility checks around the ship. Don't have much time. Well, gotta go. Good afternoon, Doctor. Is there anything I can help you with? Would you like to check the battle records? PRTS, please, go ahead. Leader 1's evaluation was very much on point. You've gotten quieter. Please feel free to ask anything you would like, from Rhodes Island current operational details to any questions you have regarding our archive files. Anything at all? As long as there are files in my database and you possess the sufficient permissions. You may ask me anything. Well then. Tell me. Who's Priestess? How come not even Kelsey can tell me who this Priestess was? This feels like a horror game all of a sudden. Is PRTS just a short for Priestess? Is our wife before amnesia the AI system? PRTS? The dots are getting longer. Oh no. Tick. Insufficient permissions. Warning, your permissions are insufficient. At this time, no registered members possess the permissions for this question to be answered. Warning. I apologize, Doctor. It appears I, too, cannot answer your question. Regarding this question, Perhaps you could try to look for the answer through other means. Is there anything else? I am always happy to help. Perhaps I should try the omniscient calcit once again. Tick. Activating self-verification program. Photography module running. Video module has not yet been shut down. Saving progress 89%, 91%, 97%. Searching internal array. Expanding search to special permissions level. What is this? Verify. System logic is functioning correctly. All systems operational. Found special item. Video file previously stored. Date unknown. Item has not been restricted by permissions. Looping video. Subject. No. No, the text spazzed out for a bit. Don't think I didn't see that, video game. I saw the text spazzed out for like a half a second there. Priestess. PRTS first functional test. File name. Again! It's spazzed out again! Ship video record. 000000001 alpha. Your question has been answered, Doctor. The program will be terminated automatically in 3 seconds and locked. 3, 2, 1. What the heck? That was a little bit creepy. Just a little bit creepy. Who is that girl? Who is that lady the doctor was talking to? Was that priestess? Was that the wife? Ohio. Okay. Alright. We're gonna continue on with the chapter 3 from here. Oh, did we get new, Aria. Okay. Kokodayo and Suzumon. Very lovely. Alright, okay. Now that we finished Vigilo, we're gonna go jump right in back to the adventures of Bagpipe and Horn in Victoria. What was it again? County Hillcock? Let's see. Yeah, County Hillcock. Alright. Yep, we use standard. Current. Okay. Let's see. Well, since we are in Victoria, might as well. Mirto. Yeah, we'll replace Mirto with Salek. Alright, we're working our way to unlock Salek's module. I'm gonna change the voice. Back to JP. Yeah. We'll roll with this. Going in with the no Mirto. A game of cards. Alright. Okay. So we're jumping straight into battle. We don't have a cutscene yet for this one. Okay. Alright.
派手にやる必要はない。遺言の伝達断る。指定の位置に向かう。
はい。
Splendida giornata quest'oggi.
Suzu Mom, let's go.
Son tutta. At least make me lose the coat.
Say like.
私の使命。
Alright.
リラックスして。
Suzuran. Alright.
うちの妹も
足が崩れていくのを感じる。
Alright.
前に進むぞ。
Son tutte orecchie.
Here she comes.
Son tutte flowers in bite. The lady in suit and tie dances with her blade.
Alright. Healing setup. We can speed up from here. We're at a pretty good setup here.
運動を実現させた者が北総へのに君は気づいていない。ここだよ。
Emily.
なりをなさず
No slime.
思いにあらず修行し直してこい
Kokodayo power.
もう声を出さないでね。
No slime. Ike.
I knew who you were.
Why the rush? The road to the
Da- 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 da.
あれ？
Kokodayo power. We just finished Vigilo. We finished like a special operations in Vigilo. The story where like the doctor was like, so PRTS, who's priestess? And PRTS like, sorry, yeah, you have no currently no one has permission to know about this information. So now that PRTS, you know, is like, sorry, I can't tell you that right now. You know, but even Cal Sid don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna assume PRTS is actually priestess, the doctor's wife, quote unquote.
No place, but in a burst of autumn red.
Like PRTS, priestess seems pretty close. Seems pretty close in the acronyms and the word priestess. Okay, where are we? 7:11 a.m. Overcast. Rhodes Island County Hillcock Branch Office. Say lag! Morning, everyone. The weather's not bad at all today, wouldn't you say, Uncle Oliver? Oh, it's you! I was just asking. Who else could be knocking at the crack of dawn? But it's a gloomy day today no matter where you look. What's to appreciate? Oh, she goes by Janie. Anytime it's not raining, it's good weather. That's what you get in County Hillock. Hillock, not Hillcock, Hillock. For that matter, how do you know the day's not going to turn clear skies? Fine, you got me there. Shredder, you stop dilly-dallying. We haven't got anyone dropping in. It's just Jenny, daily ditcher. Scooping cat pee-pee poo-poo, so you alert for now, back after shower. Okay. You want to talk, Shredder? You'll want to talk. Shredder, you come over here with us. I brought you your coffee pie today, and some shortbread. Da sent me some tea last week, so I brought that too. Uncle Oliver, is there any evaporated milk left? Operator Shredder. Let's over start molding ages ago. That bloody man never remembers to go buy any. Is it your turn on the shopping? Or am I hallucinating somehow? Fred, Will, we need your thoughts too. Alright. It's not worth crying over this little spilled milk. Look, what's this? A fresh, new, evaporated, and some cheese too. Picked up along the way from the morning market. Here, you can have them. I want to try making milk tea for forever now. I think you'll like it at least, Uncle Oliver. Ah, still no one more considerate than you, Janie. Well, you better learn well. At least don't start acting like that man next to you with Shredder for a code name. The shortbread tastes delicious. Ooh, right. Miss Willow, isn't your senior officer going to get on your case for running here every day to get us breakfast? The Victorian Army's rules are a fair deal strict, if I recall. You don't need to worry about that. I'm a guard of honor. I'm only good for big events or recruitment drives. They don't have much use to put me to the sergeant major. Wouldn't even think about me most of the time. Besides, it's not like I don't do anything proper. Every morning when I get up, the first thing I do is pull this banner off its support. While I wait for the flour to ferment and the coffee to brew, I'll straighten out the creases bit by bit. Once the shortbread's done, that means I have to wash the flour off me. It takes time for my hair to dry naturally, and that's the perfect time to care for the flagpole and let it shine like brand new. Uncle Oliver, don't rush to pick up your tea yet. It's still too hot. For a complete morning, everything needs to glow gorgeous. No exceptions. Only then can I bring joy to you all. That's my life's creed. What's the pie like today, Shredder? Want any more? Perfect. Just like every day before. Really? Let me try some too. Seems I put a little too much sugar in. I'll make sure to watch out for that tomorrow. Well, I'm not going to tell you all for being lazy like they do now, Miss Willow. Janie, that's what everyone calls me. Alright, Miss Jane. My honest fear is that they'll want me spending it every morning as amply as you do. No need for that. I'm not like any of you. There's only so much I can do for the people here. I think the tea's about the right temperature now. Just make sure to stay a little before you drink. Ah! What happened there? What? Did she spill the tea? Oh, a ball came in into the window. Don't send that ball flying again, Craig. I'll go get it. Oh, poo, it went in the building. If you actually hit any of the grown-ups, then you're all in for it. Last time, didn't Carol get... Someone's coming out. Let's run! Whose ball is this? Is it yours? Craig, come on, run! Forget the ball! No. That ball's left by my da. If you're too shy about it, I'm gonna hand it back. Come on, hold your hand out. Are you gonna beat me? Why would I beat you now? Your clothes got dirty. That's just me being careless. It's no matter. All the other grown-ups like you. They don't care if it wasn't me who got them dirty. You always beat us, but not with their hands. They kick us instead, and they shout all loud to scare us off. That means they're definitely not your friends. Do you live around here? I think I spotted you before. Does your ma sell all apples at the creek of every dawn? Sell apples at the creek of every dawn, down the alley in District 17 nearby. Your family's apples are scrumptious. Not too crisp, but still very, very sweet. Perfect for making apple butter and spreading onto bread. How about this? I'll put the ball on the windowsill here, and you come pick it up, okay? Eh? Oh, hold on, slow down. I got tea on my hand. It's got your hair all wet. Let me wipe that for you. I wish that was me for real, for real. I'm Janie. What's your name? I'm... Craig! It's your ma looking for you. Quick, you gotta go. Gone to a commotion outside. Children playing ball. Those bunch of rotters, all higgly-piggly in the street first thing in the morning. I bet it was them who broke that last window pane too. Children, you know. I broke the man's next door's flower pot when I was young. My dad really gave me a talking to for that. You lay hands on that boy? Just now? Yeah, if I didn't wipe his hair clean, it'd be sticky all day. His father passed away half a year ago. Poor bloke. Caught neuropathy. It's a lot because of that. Won't dare touch him. Nice dream. You had to sleep now? Oh, alright. You have a good night, Naisu. Oh. Workers. Fairly strapped for cash. The Orion Orderon product processing plant has a partnership with a Necker, but they don't give the full amount of prophylaxis. It's normal for you to hesitate. In their neighborhood, it's about 1 in 5 houses turning out to have neuropathy patients. They care for one another, in a sense. If those soldiers weren't here... Shredder! You lost track! It's alright. You're just stating the facts. I've heard how my co-workers treat the neuropathy sick. No, not just the sick. They got the wrong idea about all of the residents. I don't think the same way. We all Victorians, aren't we? Their days might be hard on them. I understand full well, but I hope for them to live a little happier too. What do you think? Should I have been even better to that child? Don't force yourself. What's the long faces for? I'll bring the playing cards out. Wasn't it you who suggested a spot of tea with cards with Jane? Yes, Will's right. The sun's poking out for once in a while. Let's not waste the good weather. Take a seat, everyone. I'll pour you all some more tea. There's still plenty left in the pot. Is that me who's won again? It's too early to be full of yourself. You're on shift tonight. What? How's it me again? Not clicking. That was our stakes. Whoever won the cards is on broom duty. File sorting, buying us all afternoon tea. Can I get a redeal? Uncle Oliver, your jokes are putting Will in tears again. Isn't that the fun of a game of cards? One small tip. Next time you try the second dealing, remember to watch behind you. What? Who's talking? Who are you? Outcast. Oh yeah, we seen this guy before. This old man. And on the side, dude, the tea's an excellent brew. Hello? Who might you be? She came in suddenly, and none of us noticed her. Oh, not old man, old lady. Oh, okay. They call me Outcast, my young Wolverine brew tea. I'm sorry I tasted your tea without asking. Seeing as I rushed all the way over here, I hope you won't mind too much. Feel free. If you haven't eaten your breakfast yet, would you like to try some pie I bake? It might be a little sweet. I'd love to. Everybody who knows me knows I love sweets, especially the Victorian kind. You got a bake like this to fancy adorable perfection. Thank you for the encouragement, Lady Outcast. Outcast? Nobody calls me a lady, really. I'm more of that last type. I know who you are. I remember now. Well, clean the table up, quick. I thought you'd be here 2 days later. Last message you said you just passed the border. Couldn't help it. I haven't been to Victoria in a decade. Some parts a bit more crowded, but just like me, the years are starting to show in a few places. If I hadn't hitched a ride the wrong way in County Peninsula, we would have met last night. Your understanding, please. County Hillock's not the biggest spot on the map, and we rarely get elite operators at our branch office here. Last time I was out there in Minnows on field work, I met Stormwatch. That was 2 years ago already. Elite operator? Just the name sounds like a force to be reckoned with. Rose Island gives different work to different people, that's all. Besides, I'm pretty much just a civil servant now. I only came to County Hillock to fetch some data. You're too modest. On the topic of data, Did you want to see our finance for this? Or the legend for our inventory in now and then stock this half? It's the will. Oh, your besties, beasties. We're not that pressed for time. No need to hurry a starving girl like me straight to work. It's only fair to let me steal a breather here and there, right? I can sympathize greatly. Hope I haven't disrupted your little R&R here. Outcast casually picks up a card. Thin, no more than paper. It spins 3 times and a half at her fingertips. Then it's gone in a swish. This angle. Zooming out from this angle. Wow, where'd that card just go? Right here. It's back! What kind of marvelous spatial art is this? Well, I'm just gonna take a screenshot here. Excuse me. Oh no, that's full screen. That's not. That's not a screenshot. That's a screenshot. Okay. All right. Get that out of the way. Just a little sleight of hand. I got this gloomy-looking friend who taught me. Whenever I want you concentrating on my fingertips, this method works wonders. All a little more relaxed now. Please sit down, Oliver and Shredder. Will, plus you there, kiddo, standing in the corner. You must be Fred. Put that folder down and enjoy a little break with us. A chance like this doesn't come every day.
Oh, are you sure this is okay?
Oh, would you like to see the magic trick where in 10 minutes this haggard stranger from around town dies of boredom?
That's it.
Please continue. As for me, I still want a proper taste of this fine black tea with evaporated milk. And that sweet, scrumptious pie. Ah, there's more shortbread left here. If you still feel hungry, that is. Thank you. Ah, now this dessert hits the spot. My stomach hasn't been this happy in a while. My tongue was beginning to really miss flavor. Now, you cute little miss. I'm Jane. Jane Willow. That's a lovely name. I'm gonna guess you're old enough to drink. I've long since been of age. Last outcast. I'm serving, after all. Oh, that grey Victorian military uniform sure falls flat under your shimmering blonde hair. Oliver, count yourself lucky. No matter how dull and cloudy it gets, you've always got your sunshine indoors.
True, true. Little Janie's brought us a moon of happy days.
Listen to you, Uncle Oliver. You're the ones all kindly letting me in while I snuck off from the barracks.
I was actually a tiny bit surprised seeing you get along well as you do.
Jane, if all Victorian soldiers were as lovable as you, we lose at least half of those awful rumors making their way across our world. Thank you. If I haven't misunderstood, I assume those are compliments.
If you're on my way here, I saw some not so pretty sights. But anyhow, that's not gonna dampen the joy of meeting all of you here.
I'm very glad. I could meet you too.
Well then, a toast to our encounter. I came here in kind of a hurry, so I can only bring some regular old gin.
With way too much lemon because that's how I like it.
You folks might find it too sour.
Hello Kaimari, welcome to the stream. Welcome to me voice acting and reading Arknights lore.
We don't really drink on work hours. You killjoy! Alright, that's all me for being sloppy. As a Rhodes Island operator, I can't be an exception. Let's just have some tea.
That's hot? Yeah, this is an old granny. Old granny outcast. My waifu is here. My Arknights waifu is just right there.
So, who's dealing next? Me. Need a little blessing from a sancta?
Alright. Yay, first appearance of my Arknights waifu. Let's go. Alright, in this city, there's either conflict or the rumblings of it. Just where is the lighter of this fire hiding? Alright. Let's roll. Next mission, next story. Alright, cutscene first before fighting. As the wind combs through golden wheat, the forest, while wheat pipes of steel clank and beat, I found by the edge of a plate my dear love threw, and following a firelight straight from the blue. Oh, that's a song. Okay, from the prison. Okay. So that's how the second half of the song goes. How sad. Now Damien's gone, and he won't even get a decent burial. They never give him back to us. All they do is scorch him to ash, scatter him off the city, treat him like the dirt under anyone's foot. First it was Laurie, then it was Chris. Now they caught hold of Damien too. Drain, when Sean got arrested, they all say he caught Peripathy. No, Ronan, don't go on, Sean. He just caught it being careless. He was a hard-working, loyal man. A poor, poor man, and the only thing he ever wanted was just a better life for me and my son. Crying, haven't you figured it out? We're just a bunch of rivets to them. Of course they'll toss us away without a care when we rust. And even if we haven't rusted, so long as we don't fit too well in the city's machines, we've got the same fate coming. Nothing changes. They never gave a shit we were catching Oripathy one by one. Every month they give out those drugs, the other workers get the whole lot, and we only expect half, maybe even a third. And the protective suits? How long has Sean been wearing his for? 5 years? Bloody hell, 7? How many times have you snuck out of bed at night just to patch it up? All those laws, all those standards, just for their benefit. And us? We're only fit to eat the potatoes and the rotting apples they don't want. Means nothing that the AG plates of the city is soaking our sweat. We're only fit to waste away our lives day and night in the factories. And once we can't work a day more, we fall ill one by one, just like they wanted. The way this is going, it's like they're sitting there playing dominoes, wiping us tyrants off our own city. Stop it. I'm begging you. Roden, nothing you're saying will lead to any good. Just look at Cleodna and her kin stood over there, crying over their own son, their own brother. How many more love do you want lost? How many more hurting over what your anger did for them? It's the murderers that brought this hurt. They're killing us one after another. Times it's with sickness, times it's with their mortal shells. Grain, don't you deceive yourself any longer. This morning, a few came looking for me, the O'Briens, and Connor's brother. They decided to join us. It's been hard getting buy-in for you and your kid, we understand. This is a big moment. And we need to help each other now more than ever. Is there like a revolution going on? You'd better keep far from me and my child, Ronan. Seeing as my Sean got on well enough with your lot. I have to go, Grind. You see that one over there? She's wearing that uniform. You know our rules. I trust in you. And I'm asking you to trust me more. If you made up your mind, you can tell Saris. Hello? Hello? Do you know Barry's, Damian Barry's family? Shakes head. I heard you singing just now. I'm not in the wrong place. I don't know what you're searching about for, but Damien's mom and sister know nothing. Does he have any especially good friends? Or anyone who worked at the warehouse with him?
We know nothing. That's the truth. I'm begging you. Please don't take me. Huh? Sorry. Did I get too close? I got no intention of hurting you. You seem awful scared of me. Is something on my face? Nothing at all. If you allow me, I need to go home. I still have so much fruit from this morning, and it'll go rotten in no time if I leave it alone. Bagpipe's trying to get information. But not having any luck. Eh? Is that Captain Callie? Fiona, I just want to see you for one moment. I want to know if you and Fiona are still alright. Yes, it was my mistake, but my hands were tied. Of course I remember. I remember it all. Damien. He was the boy of my sister. I watched him grow up his whole life. The day I was transferred back from Peninsula to Hillock, he set and ate the wise in my cat with his own 2 hands. He was still so little then I'm sorry, I shouldn't be telling you all this. You're right, I've been good for nothing. I haven't the face to return here. I wasn't in time to stop him when he got involved with that group. And I couldn't disobey the Colonel's orders. Not just that, I have to do this. This is all for County Hillock. I love you all, and I love this city. I can't just stand goggling while that bunch tear our home to pieces. I understand, Cleona, my sister, and I'm not asking your forgiveness or anything. Oh, be going then. You and Fiona be sure to take care of yourselves. If I can find the time tomorrow, I'll come see you again.
Oh, hey, it's the kid.
What are you? Oh, just a boy. Are you... Are you hurt? Don't run too fast now. It's been decades. And they've still never leveled the road here. Traitor! What did you say? Traitor! Craig, what are you doing? Get back here now! And what's that ball in your hands for? Oh, forget it. You're always gripping that ball wherever you go. Were you off looking for Connor's brother again? Oh, you. Ronan's told you, hasn't he? Look at your hands, all covered in black. It's like you were digging through her mine. You come with me to the morning market from now on. You can't go looking for them around this time anymore. I can't let you become like them.
Oh my god, we got raided. Hello, raiders. Feast raid. Welcome. Welcome, raiders. Let me give you a quick shout out. Oh, you stream Arknights too? Yo, hello. Welcome everyone from Aisha at Atten Streams. My name is will-o-wispy. I'm a will-o-the-wispy Vtuber. I play video games and I build GUNPLA, Gundam Plastic Model Kits. I have over 3,000 USD amount of Gundam Plastic Model Kits in my backlog. Thank you for the follow as well, Aisha. Thank you. What were you doing at Arknights? Were you playing the Thorn's Altar story missions, or maybe the EX stages? Maybe. How you doing? Did you perhaps roll for Thorn's Altar as well? Yeah, I am currently reading episode 9. Yeah. Oh, you just start reading chapter 11. Oh, yeah. I'm very way behind. Very way behind. I'm just at episode 9 right now. At the point where it's shortly after, well, we saw Salek, my Arknight's waifu, for the first time, hanging out with outcasts and like having tea, having pie, playing cards, that kind of thing. And now we're following Bagpipe, investigating in a little town, asking about like a small organization of people that's possibly like at the point of like starting a war. Still early though, because it's just introduction. Ah, okay. Have you been reading everything before 11 when it comes to like, you know, the main story content? Because I've only started like playing this game for like, you know, 3 years, like 2-3 years ago. Yeah. And like I haven't been reading everything because I want to read from start to finish. And I've been following like a guide to know like the chronological order of like, all right, how should I go about reading, you know, all the stories so that I don't end up like reading spoilers out of nowhere, you know? Yeah, so that's where I am right now. I'm currently reading about the adventures of Horn and Bagpipe investigating the little town of County Hillock, and like a roads and operator outcast who goes by the name Outcast, a cool badass old lady, visiting the County Hillock branch, with Salak being there, like not being there, like hanging out away from her original duties in the barracks. You know, that's just the thing I have right now. Yeah, don't feel pressure to stick around after, you know, after a raid though. Feel free to, you know, go sleep, go eat, go rest, do whatever you need to do. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy your stay here with me as I go a little bit longer, maybe another hour or two, before I end the stream for today, as I try to read as much as I can. Yeah, for chapter 9. I would say my favorite character in chapter 9 is actually Outcast. Yeah, she's cool. Outcast is cool. Okay, let's see. Captain Kelly, who's a little bit sus in this story. Traitor. Boy, it wasn't one bit wrong. The captain stands still for a moment, and repeating the word once, twice to himself, finally turning to leave. So Bagpipe just like hanging out in the corners stealthily. His head is hung low as could be, and he doesn't meet the gaze of a single person more, including those young colleagues of him that rush his way. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Don't worry. Have a good night. Hold on a moment, Captain. You, what are you all doing here? Pack off home if you know what's good for you. We told you you're not allowed to congregate on the streets at this time. This is our home. It's not us who should go packing. Who had the lip to say that just now? What are these? Wilted leaves. Step forward right now. You terror rabble. Watch I don't. Brandishing a bolt on the streets far too dangerous. Who are you? Ah, I'm here with orders. Come to investigate the case. You're here for the murder at the bar. What murder? This rabbi right here. They killed plenty of ours. Damien Barry? Right, I hear he's been put to death already. I suppose it was you lot who caught him. Nicely done, thank you. We didn't know yet when we caught him. Was he really part of the Spectre Force? Who gives a shake what he was? Serves him right, he's dead. Did you hear me? No congregating. Each and all of you up to whatever secret business here, you'll all be treated as suspects. You bloody terror ass lickers. Don't get carried away. Look, most of them are just plain city folk with a loved one dead and they're here grieving for him, like human nature would. A rotten potato? See, you spoke for them and you got battered, right? If you're so keen on staying here, stay. As long as I make sure this rabble behaves itself, I'm done. My rotten luck for getting this patrol duty. You riffraff, I'll say that again. No congregating. Oh, it's just more and more rotten leaves. Come this way. What? Reporting in, 9 defense attacked. Reporting in, 13 defense currently in firefight. Send notice one more time, please. I want to see Colonel Hamilton.
The colonel's handling urgent affairs. You said that 2 hours ago. I've already abided by strict process. I submitted description of my duty yesterday when entering County Hillock. If the colonel won't let us take part in suspect interrogations and goes to lengths to execute him beforehand, and presently refuses my request to meet him, to anyone else, don't you think this conduct might be taken as deliberate hindrance to our fulfillment of orders? I interpreted that wrong. Let me just try that again. To anyone else, don't you think that this conduct might be taken as a deliberate hindrance to our fulfillment of orders? Okay, she's not that angry yet. I have no authority to answer your question, Lieutenant. That's fine. I'll say my part if it's enough. And it's enough if someone listens. I said before, the original products thief are not small in number. It's sufficient arms to allow a detachment to attack a small town, or bomb a medium nomadic city support tracks. Who'd want to attain these products? Ordinary bandits wouldn't need them. It costs too much to smuggle them out. With Victorian military goods in this greater bulk, even a Sargon black market under Columbia's protection wouldn't dare provide a means for a deal. Who else is left? A local private arms dealer, money making off the costs of remodeling? They haven't got the appetite, let alone the guts. Only a well-trained unit, well-versed in military methods would dare take it, and could evade our spies on top. If this unit got hold of that large a quantity of original product, what would their goal be? Conspiracy to overthrow? Taking a chance to embezzle far removed from Londinium, colluding with outside powers to fill their pockets slowly and steadily? Lieutenant, no need to panic. This is all just baseless reasoning. No need to... No thanks to whoever's keeping me waiting. I can't get anything done like this. Subdued communications. Lieutenant, the colonel says he'll be here imminently. Imminently. Oh, right. Yeah, we're supposed to fight in this stage. There's supposed to be a fighting going on. Low fires all about. A malignant infectious disease. New vectors of investigation. Okay. Alright. It's go time. Oh my god, what is this stage?
So much nigga flowers invite. The lady in suit and tie dance with her blade.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright. Let's see. How should we go about this? Crocodile power.
So much nigga. Why the rush? The road to the after.
Alright, retreat for now. Alright. We're well set up at this point. Okay. Just the big guys over there we gotta be careful of. Activate everything.
But in a burst of autumn red.
Hi. Alright. Let's go with this.
Alright, send out the wolves.
ずいぶん
わあ
ことを気にしてるのね。たまには上を見てみた
We're
方が
fine
いい
here.
わ。石が崩れていくの感じる。
Flowers invite the ladies.
Okay, we're basically set up over here.
今日は誰が粉々になる番かしら。先輩どうかご心配なく。これでも先輩よりも温度たくさん火山に登ってきてます。これでぜひ
Wisp heal.
シンバを芽吹かせ運動を実現させたものがホット M に君は気づいていない。
Just a few more enemies and then we're done.
So much at least make me lose the coat.
命令を
Alright. Set up healing here. We're basically done here, really. Hi.
警戒態勢。
3 more enemies. Bag with cheese noodles and homemade cow tongue. Ooh. Nice. That sounds so good. Okay. Okay. I need to go piss real quick. I know you just got back here, Emily, but I need to go piss real quick. I'll be right back. Let me go piss real quick. Oh no! Yo! Yo! Drain! I don't want magic! 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 Okay, fine. I want magic. Okay, fine. Yeah. How about I say I want magic? What are you gonna do then, huh? What are you gonna do now? Now that I say I want magic, are you gonna still give me magic? Yeah, it looks like you're still giving me magic. Yeah, I want nothing with magic. Sure, give me the one stat. Fucking finally! Oh! Fucking finally! Fucking finally! Magic excluded! Oh! Fucking finally! Smash! There we go, baby! Okay, I'm back! And I have vanilla Coke on me. Hell yeah. I don't want magic. I don't want magic. Yeah. Vanilla Coke, so good. Alright. Gonna put up my best Scottish accent. Ugh. Took a better than some. But it's Captain Kelly in the end. Here, take this hanky. Mop yourself off, or else the smell of those rotten leaves will stick to you. Thank you. Didn't imagine any of our soldiers apart from Captain Kelly would visit District 17 on their own. Our soldiers? You mean like, you're one too? Shh. I slip out in secret. I can't do that in uniform. You're not gonna make anyone happy taking a shortcut to the barracks too here in that getup. Ah, really? No wonder. I barely said anything before it was a bombardment of all gone off leaves and fruit. Are you a new transfer? Kind of. I'm here for Londinium. Wow, Londinium? I've never been. Must be miles larger than County Hillock there. Does the shop really go 300 floors up?
So really a teleportation circle buried in the moon, right under the Royal Victorian Academy of Sciences, leading to the miraculous space where the first Draco King's jewels are kept. Jewels? Never ever heard them. Oh. But I do know what the high-speed terrestrial warships look like when they leave the factory. Now I've seen the hydroponics workshop. If you want to know anything of that sort, I could definitely tell you. Comes into your room and yells to get out. Cat behavior. Classic cat behavior. Warships? Hydroponics workshop? Doesn't sound too much like Londonium in the novels. Oh, sorry, don't let me distract you. If you want to investigate, it'll probably be hard to ask any of the streets. It might end up like this again with... We're getting a stank all over me for no reason. Got off light? You're not that stinky. Do these residents often have clashes with their soldiers? Used to just be a minor friction, but it's been getting tenser lately. It's like you've been hearing, there's been several cases while soldiers getting targeted in attacks, and it's stretching everyone's nerves close to the limit. Could it really be the Spectre Force? That's weird. Then didn't really target any ordinary soldiers before. Spectre? What are you going on about? Nothing. Speaking of, that patrol just now calling the people here Tara Rebel. Hold on, don't just say that out loud here. They'll be eyeing us again. What? Are you hoping to take away even more rotten veg? Ah, gotcha. Are they really not Victorians? Of course they're Victorians. I'm getting more and more lost here. Some people would choose another word. Yeah, the one you've been hearing. Terrans. That's their identity. You have both the locals themselves who would call them that, as well as a decent portion of the soldiers. Now that you put a fine point on it, I heard the term before. In novels? In history textbooks. Right, they've always been here. Over hundreds of years ago, when it wasn't County Hillock yet, and we still hadn't built our nomadic cities. Back when it was grass all across the vales as far as the eye could see. This place was their home. I still remember the legend of the Draco King Gaily. Was he born right around here? Tara was the very name of this region back then. Right. I've read heaps of novels about the saga of King Gale. King Gale led the Tarans in the conflict against the first Aslan King. But a few years later, he signed a peace treaty along with the ruler of Londonium, didn't he? And here I was thinking after that, the word Tara just sort of fell away. Before I came to County Hillock, I thought the same. But Victoria's always changing, isn't it? Us Vtuber didn't always live here, but we're all Victorian citizens now. If everyone's mind went like that, we'd avoid plenty of conflict. No need to let it get you down though. The whole reason we're here is to uncover the real enemy. Stop the clash getting any bigger, isn't it? So you'd rather not leave, even if it means a head full of rotten cabbage? You think I'm being right dunce, don't you? No, not at all. Actually, you're amazing to me. The patrol just now. I've seen masses of rough attitude like that. It's not like I've never wanted to stop it. But I'm a guard of honor. That's all I am. And what's so bad about that? You're a member of Victoria's army too. Of course you got the power to change the situation if it doesn't sit right with you. Do I really? Oh, thank you. You're the first person who's ever told me that. Yeah, next time. I'll give it a go. Oh, yeah. Is there anything else I can help you with? Apart from picking these leaves off you. After all, I don't want to see this conflict boil over either. Let me think. You have any local friends you can? I want to ask whereabouts Damien Barry usually went. Friends I've got. Saris might know something. give me a way to keep in touch, and I'll visit the newspaper in a moment. Don't think the Sergeant Major would mind if I'm missing today. And that's how their friendship started. Skamandros. Colonel, I once saw your father over 20 years ago at a ball the Duke of Castor was holding. Of course, I was still a bottom-rung guard then, so all I had was a glimpse from afar at the White Wolf Count of Legend. You like this BGM right now, but can't find it anywhere. the calm PGM, man, yeah. I guess you just have to like record it in a loop. Just record it at a loop with OBS. Not long after, I heard a deformed feathered reptile struck illness into him at the Londinium Beast Life Garden, and he quickly took leave from the aristocratic circles. You did, but you lost the file when your PC got virus. Ah. Ever since, he hasn't taken a step beyond his manor at Portsmouth City. Is your father still in fine spirits? Thank you for your concern, and I hope reminiscing over these years, old affairs hasn't eaten up too much of your precious time. After all, meeting with you doesn't prove easy. You don't resemble your father. As is clear, my father did not have the opportunity to serve for the Empire's army like you or I do. Considering the death of these military original goods couldn't possibly relate to him, maybe we don't have a need for probing further into his later life. One's background decides what kind of person one becomes. Would you agree with that, Scamandros? I believe one has the right to choose one's own future. Listen to that. How befitting an answer of your status. The progeny of the Ace Aslan side, first-class honors from the Royal Guard Army, a Londinium army upstart. Of course you believe you can change anything and everything. I have no intent to make any such changes, Colonel. You don't need to worry about our squad potentially impacting your command over County Hillock. For a joke, I don't find that humorous at all. You can't be so arrogant as to think I could occupy myself with a paltry little lieutenant. I met people like you plenty. Always all braggadocio, skin deep, and superficial. I deigned to meet you because I wanted to tell you this. Don't interfere in things beyond your ken. I'm sorry, I cannot agree to that. The orders we received were to ascertain the lost original product's whereabouts. If you just stay still and wait where you ought to, then before long, you may accomplish your duty and return to Londinium with all the ostentation you like. I don't need the ostentation of yours, and Victoria needs it even less. I'm not in the routine of reporting back with a hurriedly lopped off head, sans trial. You're telling me of disregard for human life, and you believe those people are truly innocent. How ridiculous. Just 10 days ago, 3 of our soldiers were murdered in cold blood. James Cohen, Robin Boris, and Jeremy Brown. When Cohen's wife wrote to tell him she was in with a second child, she has no idea that a husband had had a hole gruesomely blown in his head. Boris could have left this place once midsummer passed. He mentioned he could go back to continue his family's affairs after his retirement. And Brown, he was a bright young student just a year ago, and not even 20 when he died. I give my profound regrets for their sacrifice. Regrets? Ha! What wasteless rhetoric! Just like every word that walks out of your mouth. This is exactly why all of us want to catch a hold of the assassinators. Colonel, on this matter, we have held unanimous positions throughout. No one else but that terror rabble killed them. We uncovered 2 already, but I know there are still more tucked in the background. 15 days ago, our barracks suffered an explosive attack at 3 simultaneous places, and according to 15 soldiers, lost their lives. The craters and the spilled blood of our own still lie where they were. 21 days ago, our resupply transport group were ambushed outside the distributed sector in the outskirts north, and the whole detachment together with their goods disappeared without a trace. Do you feel there is any possibility they would still be alive? This is only the last month's events to boot. You know nothing at all of the losses we long since endured. These incidents you mentioned all sound very in line with the Spectre forces MO. In the past half a year, Londanium has continually received reports from more than 10 different counties, logging up to hundreds of homicide, looting, and property damage cases. After every offense, they swiftly conceal their tracks, and all connected personnel who've seen them are caught in assassination before they can contact us. We've been able to obtain exceedingly little information so far. That is why the lead before is so crucial. We still don't know the Spectre forces' goal in haunting Counting Hillock, but I believe they are our mutual enemy. Colonel, if we in the barracks can cooperate and uncover the Spectre force here, it'll be a great benefit to County Hillock and Victoria as a whole. You still understand nothing at all. You treat the atrocities before you as just another case to win you a medal. But you're wrong, soldier. This is not some case, and no such true culprit exists. This is a war, and it's between us and them. A war ongoing for decades, even for centuries. You call them a Spectre force, but do you know what that name signifies? Who is the enemy we've been confronting all this time? Well, it's a ghost. It's a phantom drifting over the city, an apparition that echoes in the heads of Terran morons. It is a life-in-spirit ghost. And that Spectre speaks a different language to us, willfully distorts the history molded by our ancestors' hands, has delusions that by the body of our city will one day return to life. Are you saying that a great amount of the local populace are supporters of the Spectre force? Great amount? Supporters? No, you're mistaken. They are one single whole. Have you ever read this anthology of poetry? Seamus Williams. His poems have some fame in Londinium too. This is a very compilation of barefaced lies about Victoria. In their depictions, they have their own language. They are this land's natural owners. Still, Victoria can tolerate the mindsets of authors who come from differing cultural backgrounds. No one would assume a dreamer's fantasy as the truth, not unless that dream mentioned taking up a hatchet. Not unless it was about wanting to cut our heads off. I still keep this book of an idiot's sleep talk so that the bloodstains upon it always remind me. If one lives on Victoria's land, yet refuses to give one's own name a Victorian, then one is no longer a Victorian, but an enemy and a menace to this country's safety. You executed the holder of this anthology simply because they... Reporting in. Speak. Command has lost contact with 9th Defense and 13th Defense after they were attacked. 5th, 7th, and 10th Defense each sent vanguards ASAP to the scene, and did not find any traces of the enemy. One of our own. They gave their lives. Did you hear that, Scamandros? Right as you were seeing fit to tell me sympathetic rubbish to the enemy, we once again saw outstanding soldiers die at their hands! If that's gone through your head, then kindly eject yourself from my office. I still have genuine work awaiting me. Fine. Very fine. I have my own work to do too. So the County Hillock seems to have kind of a rebellion from the local residents against the a branch of the Victorian army, maybe.
I shouldn't be drinking, like, Coca-Cola while doing voice acting, but I can't resist. Because, you know, imagine like, I'm in mid-line and suddenly burp. Alright. 9-5, the downpour is here. The enemy is everywhere, and the frustration is slowly reaching the breaking point. There's gonna be a war or something. Alright. Man, it feels weird to, like, not using Myrtle anymore. Yeah, game is loading a little bit. 4:23 p.m. Cloudy. Turning overcast. McMartin Brothers chip. First floor. Still no reply? None. Haven't gotten a peep from Londinium yesterday or today. Chef McMartin. It's been 22 hours. They have to have received my last telecoms by now. Could the encrypted line be faulty? Hard to say, sir. Being honest, it's been nearly 10 years since I graduated. Transferred to Hillock. There's not much information you need to activate the secret comms line. 2 years back, around the end, I reported our group's boss, and then he asked me if I had anything to say other than whatever the number kid was being born. And if I hadn't, I could save even giving the routine reports. Oh, no wonder you opened this, Chippy. Not a bad plan, right? Codename's not Chef for fun. Thought at the time, suppose some outsider wanted to sniff out our license point. They only suspect next door's bookshop. Aye, right. Besides, all chips are delicious too. Ought to be, eh? You fill yourselves up. It looks potatoes are high quality. Locals all love my chips. If I didn't still remember my actual job as a lamplighter, I would have opened up my branches ages ago. 5, 6 of them. Anyhow, although I was dreaming of the time I was in training again, when you gave that secret knock at the door yesterday. It seems highly likely this line was abandoned long ago. Or perhaps someone received our info, but doesn't want to reply. You mean there's people intercepting our intel on purpose, leader? So they're trying to like send like intel and like reports in a secret message line. In a chip shop. Yeah, in a shop that sells like fried potatoes. Fried chips. Fried chips. That's the cover for this informant person that manages the radio station. Okay. Yeah. Not easy to say yet. We'll send the next report as we would originally. Right? And besides Triangle's findings, add on the outcomes of my dialogue with Colonel Hamilton. The Colonel's targeted measures against a portion of the residents are already extremely suspicious. In the worst case, I'd like for our team to be allowed more flexibility. It sounds like there's no point in me convincing you to use a barracks messenger, is there? Leader, I don't want to say this, but we're a little low on numbers. That definitely isn't like you to say. Relax though. Nobody wants to take that step. But the circumstances about this city are far more complicated than any of us foresaw. Chef, seeing as you've been in County Hillock for so long, how do you feel about the people here? Nothing unusual to me. If you put a Terran in front of me right now, I wouldn't fancy them much different from Victoria anywhere else. To tell the honest truth, if life's not bad, who want to make trouble all the lifelong day? Quite a few wear ideas on the sleeves, but only a minority ever take them to heart. More just care about filling their stomachs, and if they're full, they can care about the purse too. Right you are! I can barely imagine Damien Barry caught up in that Spectre Force either. In my eyes, him and the locals were all normal people. Scared stiff begging for forgiveness the moment they arrested. Coming together when a loved one dies just so they could fall to pieces and weep. They're nothing like the trained soldiers at all. What you're saying is exactly what I'm worrying about. Colonel Hamilton might have been spouting more than just alarmist talk. When ordinary people take up weapons, voluntary or not,
The disaster we then face will be the likes of which Victoria hasn't seen for a very long time. There's a fear that there might be a rebellion going on, fighting against the military, because of tensions of how the military is treating the locals. The locals thinking the military just taking the locals away just to kill them off, because of like different origins. I guess County Hillock wasn't used to be a Victorian place, but then recently became a Victorian place, a Victorian county, and there's tensions over there. Maybe there are people who doesn't agree with the Victorian rule over County Hillock. Afternoon, Sarasi. Lucky me, I was just about to go find you at the newspaper. What's wrong, Sarasi? Were you just crying? Janie. No, I'm alright. I'm perfectly fine. Per the other one, your eyes are all puffy and your face is pale as sheets. The Saris I know would never be caught in the streets looking this ghastly. Something gave you a nasty shock, didn't it? Who bullied you? Was it that soldier from last time? I'll help you think of something. There has to be something. No, Janie, don't you fuss. He hasn't come bothering me again. It's... I don't know how to put it. Come on, deep breaths. It's me right here, your very good friend. You're safe now, I promise. Janie... Why are you one of them? What are you talking about, Sarisi? I don't understand. I don't want you to get hurt. You're the best friend I have. And you're a good person. I'm good too, right? My ma, da, cousin. Aren't we all good people? Your cousins? Barry? You mean Damien Barry? I'm so sorry. I wasn't fast enough. It's not your fault, and I don't think it's mine. I just want to live life peaceful. I don't want to see any more people I care about die. Cry it out, Sarisi. I'm here with you. Seeing a loved one pass on and still having to manage your work. It's too much pressure on you. Here, lean on my shoulder. You'll be more comfortable. That's okay. Thank you, Janie. I'm much better just seeing you. I understand what I have to do now. This is for you. Is this an address? I could give you a few names too, but there's no need. I don't want to put you in more danger. This address should be enough. You can hand it to someone you think that's reliable. Your Sergeant Major, or maybe another officer, like Uncle Louise. I know there's people around asking about Damien. They want to be clear what it is we're plotting. Plotting? Sorry, even you? I'm not sure. You can believe me or not. I've only been responsible for passing on some info some ways. A few notes stuck between book pages, one or two hidden signals in the Hillock Evening News classifieds. I used to think this was for making everyone safer. I didn't tweak what dreadful things they're scheming. Not until the dispatch I just heard by the chief editor. Never mind that. I'm not trying to justify myself or even repent. What's important is that you stop them as soon as you can. Alright, I will. I'm sure of who I should give this to. She'll fairly treat you all, more than anyone else would. Sorry, don't be scared. Everything will be alright. Alright, Janie, I trust you. Remember, it's 8 PM. Hold onto this address tight. East side of the statue at District 10. Dirt alleyway on the left. There's a bookshop there, with a flower pot by the door. yellow rose. I found it. 2 bag pipe. Do I just leave it under the flower pot like this and call it done? A loose brick might right there, exactly like they said this morning. This really is an unusual way of receiving your letters. A friend from Londinium. I hope you can be of help to Saris and all of hers. Oh, she's trying to pass the secret message and address to Bagpipe. Boss, someone left a new slip downstairs under the yellow rose. Bring it in. Hey, yellow rose? So it's for me? That was fast. The informer you mentioned before. Aye, she's a soldier at the barracks too. But I can show you later. She's warm-hearted. She's good. I hope you've got an eye for people. No worries, my eyesight's always been brilliant. That's not what she's talking about, Horn. Oh, Bagpipe, why are you so cute? Oh, man. What's it say on the slip? 109 Dam Street, tonight 8 PM. That's all. Dam Street? It's the boundary between districts 10 and 11. Ring bells for me. It's Baron Bolton's estate. Looks like there's an important meeting tonight. Bagpipe? We should go. This is where you were. That's right. Sipping hot tea, skimming the paper, doing things befitting a woman of my age. Heh, strong wind kicking up. Found you were looking for. Terran, in Terran. What you want to find tomorrow, you go meet with yesterday. You can speak Terran? Can't speak much at all. What you hear is what you get, just showing all what I learned. Hard to believe. All the world was right. You're an incredible one. You get a nice rush the first time you impress somebody, but there's diminishing returns on the second and third round. Nobody at the office even knows how to speak Terran. Considering your backgrounds, that's reasonable. Oliver grew up in a middle-class household in North Londinium with family roots in Gaul. He lives upstairs from the office, it says, taking some time off every year to go back and see his wife and children. Fred's more or less an apprentice from Canton Peninsula. He's got a bunch of brothers and one little sister. And the whole family gets along like a dream. Will's local. His clan moved decades ago from a fixed village nearby. And his Terran's blood's probably from his paternal grandmother. You've looked at our data? Do I look like the type who does homework? Not my style. Then, how did you know? Language. Name, pronunciation, wording, tone, and even when you pause. Language tells the keen ear more than you could ever guess. I heard about how Sancto extraordinary are, but I never figured. Really, it's just a hobby of mine. Anyhow, language itself holds a special significance to some folks. Why else would the Terrans have cared so much about taking a sample of their own language out of a pile of old books? You're not wrong. Half a decade ago, barely any Terrans regularly spoke it. And you? You probably heard it than me. I'm not a Terran. My wife was. She only taught me a word or two while she was still alive. Yet nowadays you see that gradually dying language all over the newspaper. Plus, I just overheard someone outside the window teaching kids how to call each other in Terran. Until you mention it, I never noticed. Language binds the people together tighter than most things. A language doesn't get diluted over time like light lines do, and it doesn't get weighed on the scales of cost-benefit analysis like everything else. Looks like there's some out there who want to exploit those ties, bring back together a community that's been loosening away. But with that, the gatherings that already were lose their stability. Victoria won't just sit back and let this play out right under its nose, and yet, the harder you pull, the harder the backlash will snap. You all know why I came, don't you? Actually, I'm not that sure. I just feel like you wouldn't need to bother an elite operator to go fetch data in person. Numbers or papers don't mean a thing against seeing it with your own 2 eyes. Put it that way. I really am here fetching data. Could you just tell me one more time, in the last 6 months, how many local businesses suspended collaboration with us? 7. That's 3 on top of last month's report. In Modern Victoria, when any wind stirs the grass, it's the big merchants' wallets that feels it first. I need to head out, get a few more eyefuls of this place. Make it before the city gets drowned under dirty rain. Yeah, so Outcast is here to investigate as well, as a Rhodes Island operative. Later, you had your eyebrow wrinkled ever since this morning. We don't have much time to go. This Spectre Force move is inconsistent in ways with past incidents. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Their execution was covert before. Rapid. Every time we thought to chase them, we'd find the leads wiped clean. Thank you for the bless. But now... Oh, like that finished kid knitting the jumper and just tossed yarn ends on the floor. Barely idea of how each item is linked to. And moreover, these leads have all cut off at County Hillock. It's not just you. I'm feeling trapped as hell heck too. This city is just like a pressure cooker sealed shut. The residents, the barracks, everyone's twitchy. And the people are getting up in arms anywhere at any time. Everyone's waiting for when the first bolt strikes. But if it does truly strike, what will the city know? What will Victoria become? Leader, someone's telling us. So they are. See that alley to the west? Understood. Oh, someone's following them. Stop where you are! Hold on. What? It's a little bird. They look kind of familiar too. Ow. Oh, sorry. I'll let go now. I thought it'd be somebody following us. But you dropped your ball, so you came here to pick it up? I'll ask you to hurry home now. It's not too safe here. Your mom and dad will worry for you if you go running all over. False alarm, leader. Just one child. No, that doesn't seem quite right. It wasn't just one person following us. And the fact they could go several streets without us noticing means they definitely have experience tailing. Did you see anyone out of the ordinary just now? When you hit up high? If I have to say, there was a street not far away with a particularly bright ring I caught a glimpse of. Sancta. Chill team? Oh, Outcast. Oh, she's buying desserts. Let me get a piece of cake and this apple pie. Oh, and I'll have some of those cookies too. Tough call. Warfarin has been telling me to lay off the sweets. Because she's old and Warfarin is like a medic. Hey there, quick question. Which of these cakes is the sweetest? Like, you don't know? Come on, you've been to the County Hillock a while, haven't you? If I had to guess, probably over 3 years of service. Who are you? Calm down, I could tell. And the nice folks you're following sure could too. Your cover's blown anyway. Why don't you try some of this apple pie I bought? It's good, I'm telling you. You weird mad sanctor. Where did you come from? Why are you trying to get in my way? Me? I'm not. I'm just passing by. Team 12. Target lost, but judging by the direction they disappeared, it's likely they're heading for Dam Street. Alright, I understand. I'll bring them straight away. We'll check through one by one. Oh, okay. The County Hillock forces are tailing
detailing bagpipe and horn.
I'm warning you, Sector. If it's not yours to meddle, don't meddle. Warning me? If I had a nickel for every time I heard that. You know, I ain't exactly used to walking around unarmed. I got no time to listen to you talk big. Soldiers, we're moving. You can breathe now, shopkeep. The soldiers are all gone. Mind bagging up the sweets for me? I got some folks back at the office who would rather try them. After all, it's about time I called all my little friends back from their field work.
I forgot. Am I playing oh, yeah, okay, alright. Yeah, this is before playing the stage. Okay. Alright, I was like, did I play the stage already? Not yet. Okay. Alright, let's go.
My ears are sharp, so when I stop, you stop. Che posto stupendo. Son tutta ore. At least make me lose the coat.
Did I?
私たちならできます。はい。
はい。
Flowers and by the lady in suit and tie dance with her blade.
That's right, we're running Suzu Mom.
Hate and resentment have no place, but in a burst of autumn red.
I'll have you here. There we go.
But in a burst of autumn.
Alright, there we go. Set on my wife's say like here. Go! Alright, activate it. Alright. We're basically set up now. Go! Yepwa! Last tree!
Look, Zara, what are you waiting for? The curtains are about to fall.
Oh, never mind. We're done. Easy clap, easy clap. Okay. Alright, continuing on the story. What's next? What's next? Ooh, where are we? Who is that? Wildly ambitious Baron. I mean, I recognize this guy from like Cal Sid's Bizarre Adventure when she was dressed, you know, in that suit that makes everyone go nuts.
Honorable lady, I'm most privileged to inform you. The dinner party is all ready. So slow. You aristocrats, taking your sweet time with everything you do. You're a nightmare. It was my inadequate reception. Please permit that I express to you my most sincere apologies. You can save your breath. How many will be coming today exactly? All of County Hillocks, our fine minds have received the invitation, including our most widely celebrated bard as of recent, Seamus Williams. But I'm bored dead already. What about the nobles and merchants you promised to find? Of course, they'll all be coming too. For example, the leader within the South Region's textiles industry, our Sir Pollard, recipient of the McCartney Prize, Dr. Bashir and the owner of more than 10 steelworks, Miss Evans. Oh, these people you mentioned, especially the last one. They're definitely coming. Yes, and a portion of them have already arrived. I hear the most honorable guests have turned up, and quite a few celebrity intellects from other cities have come flocking too, all for a single glimpse of you and your compatriots' presence. Oh, yes, and as per your request, I've drawn up the list of names for your perusal whenever you should. Bit too many words, but you've done good enough work. Alright, you can head off now. Deeply grateful for your generous praise. Once you're ready, please inform me. I simply cannot wait to see this ordinary little parlor of mine be dazzlingly lighted by your arrival. Why are you still here? Weren't you done talking? Please allow me to ask one last question. That most honorable lady there, have we even the sliver of a chance that she may alight on the avenue too? That's not yours to ask. Clear off.
Who is this? Oh, hi. You're an operator.
Mandragora, what has you feeling all flustered? Less of that tongue-in-cheek giving me reflux. We all know you'd never really give a shit about anyone, Harmony.
Harmony, okay.
Then I'll have to put it another way. You've been blocking my light with your half-wit ambling. I'd like to finish reading this lovely novel, dear. Are all you rich people like this? Hang instruments up a wall, buy a few books, act like you're filling the windows so nobody notices how you got nothing at all in your head? I'll take having a window to fill over having nothing of anything inside or out, wouldn't you say? You. Now, you're not happy to calm down for a while, I see. How about this? If which foot forward first bothers you so much in this ball you know nothing about, I can be a lead for the dance. What complete shit are you on about? I'm thinking of bigger things. With this many nobles and merchants coming, if we can get their support, then forget just occupying one scat little hillock. We could snatch the whole Londinium.
Bitch time for you, have a good time. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Emily.
Mandragora, time to hold still. At this point, can't you just let that grotty book of yours go? Do you even think for 1 second about anything important to the leader or me? I'm not saying anything about your oh-so-helpless gait. I'm saying, take your roller coaster babble and hold it still, and all that absurdity you're exhausting your little brain with too. You telling me to hold it now? As if I could! Laying out and assigning rows, swallowing my sick to set this meeting up. How much of me do you think I've poured out for this plan? I could have waited since forever ago. I can't wait for Dublin's fires to burn this city through, rip this lie of a titan under our feet apart. And you, huh? You and that shameless fake taking what should be the glory of the leader. It is really time for you to shut up now. At what point was your job to make decisions for the leader? It's me, yes. We're still here. Oh, things have gotten a little interesting at long last. Seems we no need to scrap in here about whether your little schemes of insolence are feasible or not. Is it news from that bastard? Someone sniff out this location. I have a feeling it'll be more than your friendly little invitee is coming to the meeting tonight. People from the army? More or less. My, maybe some of my acquaintances too. God on high, I want to. Put away your staff. You get your chance. But it won't be now. It's time we go. We got other things to do. Leave it to her in here. We might be in for a good show before we know it. I was starting to fantasize about how it'd look if this horrible room broke down to slag.
Oh.
Later, I didn't manage to slip it in would be as easy as this. Yeah, I thought we'd have to find a way to infiltrate. Not out of the question. That said, go in the proper way. And it's more convenient to find a conversation partner. Guess my friends in the barracks got some real precious information. Can't be that many who knew about this meeting. A lot of secret aristocrat parties are held this way. They usually think of invitation letters as passé. So long as you have a channel to tap for info, plus a token as proof of identity, you have what you need to pass the doorstep. You never told me your family was all big famous nobility? Does it make a difference? When I was in school, the noble students always stuck with the nose. Of course, they studied together, but after school, they never did much with the rest of us if they could help it. Don't tell me you actually like all the pomp and formality. Ceremonial gowns you only wear once, the trending look changing every week, courtesy greeting ad nauseum. Don't even remind me. I actually went to that kind of thing once or twice with a good friend, and just trying to remember which fork you used to eat first made my heart want to explode on the spot. Perfect. I'm not much of a fan either. Even if I'm loath to admit it, just having this family name does come in handy once in a while. Later, are people coming here today? Are they all supporters of the Spectre Force? I don't necessarily think so. Pretentious noblewoman. Mr. Williams, I finally get to meet you. I heard you were coming, and came bolting right over from County Peninsula, just to ask if you could sign the anthology in my collection here. Of course, my lady. It would be my honor. Seamus, my dearest great bard. Here you were. Oh. Oh, excuse me. I just finished reading your newly published Tales from History. Such fascinating writings. It was the first I learned that us tyrants had such grand storied past. Thank you, but they're works of fantasy, adapted from an array of folk legends. The greatest value in my work is simply unearthing gems buried by sandstorms. All the better for more to see. You truly are too modest. The Draco King Gil you pen, founding by himself the most radiant culture that was Terra. He stood grand and wise, so much so that my dreams are flush with emotions, and he's part of them all. Yes, too true. In my eyes, you're like two Latenians grand musicians, with the chance to make change for an entire era. I must say you exaggerate. So long as you want it, all of Victoria's publishers will be wide open to you. Every one of them waiting to translate your works into the ink of different languages. And when that happens, every country and across the line will realize our Terran culture has its own unique charm, not to be stifled by the ever-same grumble of Victoria's machines. If only things could be so wonderful. If more and more international figures come to support us, our voices will be so much more easily heard by the dukedom and parliament. Right you are. I'm a Victorian citizen, same as anyone else. But just because some great-great-great-grandfather of mine was King Gale's subject, suddenly I'm being asked to pay so much more inheritance tax. How preposterous. Even so, Mr. Evans, you still give vigorous employ to plenty enough of our fellows, providing everyone the chance to gain their footing upon the City of Grace. No wonder you and your clan are the pride of us Terrans. Oh, quite right. Our fellows, it's far from easy for them to find any respectable work. I heard they toiled in the factories for a week, and only earn a little coin. Yet Victorian workers from other backgrounds are able to earn twice as much. In your factories. Allow me to say something perhaps a little out of fashion. It's far from simple to have our neighbors of strength acknowledge us, isn't it? Please think about it, everyone. Were it only with its music and poems, how could Ladanium become the Ladanium today? just as Latanian has casters that intimidate. We Terrans must depend on more practical power if we want to gain recognition, such as the technological support of some friends from far away. And by pure luck, I have just the tiniest means by which I receive sponsorship, and I would be overjoyed to take the opportunity to let the friends of the Baron share in it. Oh, you're absolutely spot on. Any subsidy is of great importance. If you let it all pass you by, then no matter how deaf your tongue, you watch for the day it dries up and lacks the power to express. From that perspective, I'm the same as everyone else. Yeah, we are all yearning for a whole new era. So, why not give a toast to this common dream of ours? Truly an evening to inspire. How strange. Where did Mr. Williams get off to? And Horn steps in. Good evening, Mr. Williams. Greetings, ma'am. I hope I'm not bothering you. Are you writing? Just a small poem. It's been several days now and I still haven't finished it. I was thinking this meeting would give me some inspiration, but it seems now there's no forcing the muse. These settings always like to use up a person's energy too quickly. Do you also feel a little worn out? Caught red-handed. If it weren't for Charles, the Baron inviting me so ardently, I would have preferred to spend the night reading by my own fireplace. Wouldn't we all? I bet every person willing to participate in this sort of thing is forced to be, for a living. I like that way of putting it. You're not a Terran, ma'am, are you? You guessed correctly. I imagine the lupo's a rare sight among the residents here. I inadvertently judge background by race. Though you're deliberately choosing vocabulary we're more used to, your accent still exposes you. It's the accent only a Victorian noble receiving a standard Londinian education would have. No wonder you're a great bard. Extremely sharp. The first step to writing is observation. I can even tell. You and they have differing purposes for coming. You're suspecting me. Suspecting what? I'm only here to exchange some ideas, and you're exchanging with me right now. No matter if I'm not a Terran. Precisely because you're not. A glass of malt liquor, thank you. Or would you like anything to drink, ma'am? I'll be fine. Standing in the window breeze is plenty enough for me. Then we'll continue our merry chat. What were we just saying? Right, yes. Words and writing were born for the purpose of exchange, including both conversations past and future. And this talk between you and I, here and now. You're the one allowing for me. If you use Tehran, I'd be good as death. And this party, you'll be hard-pressed to hear any Tehran. It just clicked for me, actually. All the works of yours I read are written in Victorian. Rhyming confined to poet's imagination. Characteristically, Victoria's poems, when you read them, are very unlike Latinians. I much love reading poems written in Old Tehran. Reading the writing is like touching upon, feeling another face of history. But I've no plans to pass myself off as anything. I grew up speaking Victorian, my thoughts are molded by the language, and I started to write in Tehran instead. I'd be a clown dancing in shoes far too big for him. I hear there are many longing for the revival of Tehran culture. Of course, I'm one of them. Our city roams upon the land, this soil unchanging, yet at the same time, change constantly happening. Perhaps the day will come when Tehran once again becomes the bubbling building blocks of our children's minds, and I'd be willing to embrace such a transformation. And if there were those who wish this change to be rapid, an explosion even reversive of the natural trend, what is the use of an idea? You are planting a feather in the ground, imagining it growing into a foul beast. From the first poetry anthology you publish, it's one of my particular favorites. That is my answer to this question of yours. In my own view, I can't, and have no thought to alter this soil. I'm simply the one trying hard to plant feathers. And ideas fundamentally ought to be free, with no one who can interfere. Each feather that grows in each person's heart may be totally unlike, just as we all have different hopes for the future of this great swath of soil. So this guy is from Victoria, but he reads... He's a Tehran. He's a Tehran person. A much older generation of like people that's recently considered as Victorian now, and they don't want their culture to disappear and dying language and everything. Okay. This conversation so far about planting feathers, I guess it's about like planting ideas in people's heads to like not forget about Tehran culture and stuff, I guess. Or perhaps inciting the rebellion that's like looming in the shadows. I understand, Mr. Williams. Allow me to speak from the heart. It's been truly pleasant to chat with you. Hey, Daichi. Later, something's not right. What is it? Cello's lot have gone over 40 minutes without sending anything. When they meant to be dealing with the troops at the barracks, you told them they were to send a message every half an hour. Right as we said all, Shadow was even gripping at me how this mission was too boring. And on top of that, don't you feel it's a little too quiet all around? I've been keeping watch at the window. Ought to be able to see people going in and out of the plaza. But then all of a sudden, it was like something happened. And everyone scampered away. Don't tell me. The ones telling us before were the barracks. The ballroom's door are kicked open without warning. Scottish. Dozens of soldiers armed to the teeth come charging in. Good heavens! What's happening? Why did such a show of force? You have the audacity to point weapons at me! Do you understand who we are? Who is it? Who let the secret out? Damn and blast! We need to get out of here, quick! Hurry! Go inform Madame Dorgora. Just say we got trouble. What? You mean they're all gone? What did this happen? An hour ago? You useless. All of you stay where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, no mistake. You have been utterly captured. And the plot thickens.
爆発や歓声の伴わない戦闘にはなかなか慣れないな。帰ろう。仕事の後の一杯は遠慮しておく。
Yeah, if I want to sound even more Scottish, I had to be like extra hard to like even less easy to be like talked to, like heard. Like it's even less concise English. There's a lot of that going on. There's like those kind of sounds when you speak. I just had to think Shrek. Shrek is kind of Scottish. It's kind of Scottish. When you wake up a surprise attack, the ghosts climb out of the ashes. Is it like a boss fight? In any case, I streamed for 2 hours. I streamed for 2 hours, and I think that's a good place to stop for now. Yeah, it's a good place to stop.
Doctor の指示に従います。
Resources received. Products received.
How was food? Yeah, food was okay. I just had a simple meal of lemon chicken and rice, and then I got myself waffles.
Products received.
Yeah, I had chocolate waffles.
Let's see. Like that. Yeah, there's still some dailies I have to do with Arknights. I have to like let it run auto run. Is it because I mentioned waffle before? Not really. I just kind of like, you know, wanted to try a waffle shop around here for a long time. Never got to try it out because it always closes around like 10 p.m. But this time, you know, I get to go try it because like I stop stream and then go out and eat around like 8 p.m. So that's nice. Yeah, there's nothing for me to get here. Outfits. Chungus. That is a pretty cool outfit. It's Chungus as an action star. That's pretty cool. It's actually a pretty cool outfit. Ooh, okay, this is 1 yen. Pretty nice outfit too. Oh, she's like a director. Yeah. Director or like film editor kind of thing. Yeah. You like? Yeah. Okay. Too bad I don't have yen. I do have Chongyue though. Yeah, this is cool. But I'm not gonna spend my rocks on it. Oh, Jessica deliberated. as a action star too. Like she's cool at the front, and then at the top left, she looks like she's crying. She's still a crying cat pointing a gun. Like at the front, just like, I'm cool, and then on top, just like, don't make me shoot. We love our cat who always cries, our crying cat person. Okay. Alrighty then. I don't think there are other people streaming Arknights right now. I could just take a look. Rich crybaby Zeta. Rich crybaby Zeta Lamau. I guess that'll do for me right now. 10 category, yeah, it's only Yanryu. Oh, I could go rate Taku, and just like have him draw another wisp. It's like there's like almost nobody here, but we're just gonna rate Taku so that he's forced to add another me onto the drawing. Man. Yeah, I think, yeah, I know it's not something that a lot of people are into, but thank you very much for, watching me, hang out with me as I do Arknights voice acting and lore reading, for the last story of Vigilo and like the early parts of chapter 9, episode 9 of Stormwatch. You know, the Arknights main story in Victoria. County Hillock, to be exact. Yeah. Thank you, Daichi. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Black Max. Thank you, Okai Mari. Thank you, Naisu. Thank you, Aisha Athens, as well. Thank you. Hope you all have a good day, a good night. Wherever you are. Bye-bye.